Hey everyone, Wigglez here. In this video, I'm going to go over the ranked system in Marvel Rivals, giving you a really quick rundown of how it works. There's a lot of things I could cover in this, but I'm going to be trying to condense this as quick as possible for you. So if there's something I missed or something you're unclear about, feel free to ask me something down in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer you. Alright, let's just jump right into it. So the ranked system you can find in the play menu. You have to hit level 10 in order to even get into it. But you go to change mode and you can find competitive right here. And every season there's a new list of different rewards you can get as you climb up the tiers. And since it is a new season right now, it literally just ended from season 0 to season 1. My rank dropped from diamond and went all the way back down to silver. But this time for season 1, you can get this really cool invisible woman skin. So you rack up points every win, and the amount of points that you win per match really determines on how well you play. And on the flip side, the amount you lose per loss depends on how well you play as well. Another factor that goes into the amount you win or lose is how stacked one team is against the other. So if the system didn't do the best job at balancing the match, that could be a reason why I only lost 13 in this match or only gained 26 in this other one. But for the most part, you do get more points out of each win than you lose points per loss. So for instance, you can see I got 32 points for this win, and I played really well. I got 23 kills, 5 assists, and 7 deaths. So these other statistics probably matter in this case too. Nobody really knows for sure, but as I've analyzed all my different games, I have noticed that these stats definitely take into account as well. So the amount you gain and lose can be a bit different, but it is nice to see that in general, you do get more per win than you lose per loss. And then once you hit 100 points in your given tier, then you'll go up a full tier. So right now I'm in silver 1. That's the highest part of silver. Once I get 100 points in silver 1, then I'll go to gold 3. And then once I get to 100 points in gold 3, I'll get to gold 2. Once I get 100 points in gold 2, then I'll get to gold 1. And another 100 points, then I'll get into platinum 3. But since I'm on the bottom end of this silver 1 right now, if I was to lose another match, it would put me as a negative mark. And if I lose a bit more, then it'll put me down to silver 2. I have been negative before, and then still stayed in that whole tier. But in that case, I did end up winning and then getting back up through the tier and then moving on to the next one. And if you want to team up with other people, there is a restriction on the people above gold 1. So they have to be within 3 divisions of each other. And a division would be the whole section. So in the gold division, there's 3 different tiers. Another way to look at it is if you were diamond, you wouldn't be able to team up with somebody in bronze. And there's more restrictions for people in the Eternity League. They have to be within 200 points. That's just so you don't get people pretty much carrying others. So that's pretty nice to see. Another really nice thing to see is these Chrono shields. So Chrono shields is a really cool system. The more you play and the more you win, you'll get this charge of a Chrono shield, which will save you if your rank depletes all the way down and you're about to drop down to next tier. So those are really handy to charge up, and that just comes over time as you start playing through the game. So that's a really nice feature to keep you in the same rank if you have a bad loss. It's not that penalizing, so it's pretty nice. And as for the game modes itself, it's the same 3 major maps. So you have your convoy maps, you have your domination maps, and you have the convergence maps. You can get into any one of the maps, and the ones that function the exact same as quick play are the domination ones. And the domination ones are the ones where you have the 3 different rounds, and the first one to win 2 rounds wins the match. And then for convergence and for convoy, instead of just playing 1 round, just like in a quick play match, both teams will have a chance to attack. So if you're playing convoy or convergence, and you're on the attack side at the start, then you'll have a chance to do the defending afterwards. And don't let it get you down if you were attacking and your team didn't do so well, because I've won so many matches when our team didn't even get the first point, but we defended them way better than we expected. So don't let somebody else on your team get all mad and drag the whole team down, because there is many cases where you guys can still win. On the flip side, if you were on defense and the attacking team went all the way and won the first match and got 3 points right away, I've had many other games where that's happened to me, but then my team actually did that as well. And if you're the one that did it the second time, typically you have more momentum and your team has a better morale. So never give up in ranked play. You never know where it's going to go. But in general, the convoy and the convergence matches will last a little bit longer than the classic domination. And lastly, when you're playing in a match that everyone's diamond 3 or above, each team will get a ban phase. So each team will be able to ban 2 different heroes at the start of the match. So that's essentially how it works. And if you're curious on some of the top level play, you can go to your avatar at the top go to the leaderboard, and you can see all the different players here. But simply clicking into any of them and going to their history and watching some of this gameplay by pressing this watch button at the bottom, that can be really handy for you to learn how some of these heroes play and just how the top tier in this game works. But yeah, that's it from me. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please give it a like so it can be shared across YouTube, and please subscribe to my channel to see more great Marvel Rivals tutorials just like this. And feel free to ask me anything in the comments. Have a great day, everyone. Cheers.